In 1988, Die Hard shattered every action movie rule, creating icons that lasted forever. But nearly 40 years later, what has become of the heroes and villains of Nakatomi Plaza? From legendary stars to those who vanished from the spotlight, let's uncover their shocking transformations and current lives in 2026. Alan Rickman, born in 1946 in London, England, delivered one of the most sophisticated villain performances in history as his very first film role. In 1988, at the age of 42, he captivated audiences as the cold and calculating Hans Gruber. One of the most famous secrets from the set involves his iconic fall from the tower. The director famously dropped Rickman on the count of 2 instead of 3, capturing his genuine look of shock and terror. This unexpected start led to a legendary career, later reaching a new generation of fans as the beloved Professor Snape in the Harry Potter series. Behind the scenes, Rickman was known for his immense kindness, dry wit, and absolute dedication to the craft of acting. He shared a deeply private and loving life with his partner, Rima Horton, whom he had been with since his teenage years. His journey reached a quiet and dignified end in 2016 at the age of 69, following a battle with pancreatic cancer. He remains a master of the silver screen, a performer who could command the room with a single whisper. His legacy as a gentleman and a creative genius continues to inspire actors and audiences alike, proving that a first impression can indeed change cinema forever. Bonnie Bedelia, born in 1948 in New York City, brought a powerful sense of resilience and intelligence to the action genre during its golden age. In 1988, at the age of 40, she took on the role of Holly McClane, a strong-willed executive and wife who became the heart of the high-stakes hostage crisis at Nakatomi Plaza. Her performance redefined the role of women in action films, portraying a leader rather than just a victim. Beyond the screen, Bedelia comes from a famous artistic family and is the biological aunt of actor Macaulay Culkin. Following the success of Die Hard, she built a long-standing career, most notably as Camille Braverman in the NBC series Parenthood. Now at 78, she remains a respected figure in Hollywood, celebrated for her professional longevity and grace. She proved that a hero's strength often comes from home. Her legacy remains a shining testament to talent and passion. Reginald VelJohnson, born in 1952 in Queens, New York, became the ultimate symbol of kindness and reliability during a decade of high-octane action. In 1988, at the age of 35, he captured the world's heart as Sergeant Al Powell, the donuts-loving officer who became John McClane's emotional lifeline through a simple walkie-talkie. Their bond, built on shared vulnerability and courage, remains one of the most iconic friendships in cinema history. This performance was so impactful that it cemented VelJohnson as Hollywood's most beloved, friendly officer, a persona he carried into his legendary role as Karl Winslow in the sitcom Family Matters. Behind the scenes, he is known for his warm personality and deep gratitude toward his lifelong fans. Now at 73, he remains active in the industry, frequently appearing in guest roles that pay homage to his classic law enforcement characters. He proved that true bravery is found in empathy. His legacy reminds us that a kind voice is the most powerful weapon of all. Alexander Godunov, born in 1949 in the Soviet Union, brought an extraordinary physical presence to the screen as a world-renowned ballet star. In 1988, at 38, he captivated audiences as Karl, the vengeful lead henchman whose lethal elegance made him the ultimate physical threat. Before Hollywood, Godunov was a principal dancer with the Bolshoi Ballet and famously defected to the United States in 1979 at JFK Airport, a major Cold War event. His transition to acting allowed him to showcase a unique blend of grace and menace, notably in the 1985 film Witness with Harrison Ford. Behind the scenes, he was a complex man who struggled with the pressures of fame and the challenges of a new life in the West. Tragically, he passed away in 1995 at the age of 45 due to complications from hepatitis and chronic alcoholism. He proved that true artistry knows no boundaries. His legacy remains a bridge between the world of elite dance and cinematic history. William Atherton, born in 1947 in Connecticut, became a master of playing characters audiences love to hate. In 1988, at 41, he portrayed Richard Thornburg, the unethical TV reporter whose greed for a scoop endangered the McClane family. This role followed his success as the disliked Walter Peck in Ghostbusters, cementing his image as the villainous professional. Beyond Hollywood, Atherton is a classically trained Broadway actor, notably starring in The Glass Menagerie. Despite his on-screen reputation, he is known by colleagues as a kind and dedicated professional. After Die Hard, he built a prolific career in film and television, returning to the franchise in the 1990 sequel. Currently at 78, he remains in good health and continues to be active in the industry. He proved that a great actor can make a villain truly unforgettable. His career is a tribute to decades of dedication to both stage and screen. Bruce Willis, born in 1955 in Idar Oberstein, West Germany, was a surprising choice for the role that would redefine action cinema forever. In 1988, at the age of 33, he stepped into the dirty undershirt of John McClane, an everyday hero who bled and felt pain. Before the fame of Nakatomi Plaza, Willis was primarily known for romantic comedies, and legends like Schwarzenegger and Stallone had actually turned down the role. His performance brought a rare vulnerability to the genre, creating a legacy that spanned 5 blockbuster films. Beyond the screen, Willis is a devoted family man, often seen in heartwarming photos shared by his daughters and his wife Emma. However, the world was saddened in 2022 when he officially retired from acting. Now at 71, he is courageously facing a difficult battle with frontotemporal dementia. Despite his health struggles, his family remains a pillar of strength, frequently expressing gratitude for the global outpouring of love. He is remembered as the ultimate everyman hero, a performer whose resilience off-camera is just as inspiring as his legendary battles on screen. He remains an untouchable icon of courage, proving that a true hero's spirit never fades, even when the lights go down. Paul Gleason, born in 1939 in New Jersey, was Hollywood's go-to actor for playing rigid authority figures. In 1988, at 49, he played Deputy Chief Dwayne T. Robinson, the incompetent official who constantly clashed with Sergeant Al Powell. This role followed his iconic performance as the strict Principal Vernon in the 1985 classic The Breakfast Club. Beyond his tough on-screen persona, Gleason was a former professional baseball player and a respected mentor to younger actors. After Die Hard, he built an extensive career with over 150 credits in film and television. Tragically, he passed away in 2006 at the age of 67 due to mesothelioma, a rare form of lung cancer. His career remains a tribute to decades of dedication to both stage and screen, remembered as a supporting actor who could steal every scene. Clarence Gilliard Jr., born in 1955 in Washington, brought a modern energy to the screen as the technological brains of the heist. In 1988, at 32, he portrayed Theo, the charismatic computer hacker who unlocked the Nakatomi vaults. This breakout role helped launch a successful television career, most notably as James Trevette in the long-running series Walker, Texas Ranger. In a surprising shift, Gilliard later stepped away from Hollywood to become a professor of film and theater at the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. He dedicated his final years to teaching the next generation of performers. Tragically, he passed away in 2022 at the age of 66, following a long, undisclosed illness. His legacy is honored as a bridge between cinematic stardom and academic excellence, proving a talent that flourished both on screen and in the classroom. Hart Bochner, born in 1956 in Toronto, Canada, portrayed one of the most infamously disliked characters in action movie history. In 1988, at 31, he played Harry Ellis, the arrogant, cocaine-snorting executive whose overconfidence led to his ultimate downfall. His performance was so effective that Ellis became a cultural shorthand for the sleazy corporate shark. Beyond this iconic role, Bochner is a versatile artist who successfully transitioned behind the camera, directing films like the 1994 cult comedy PCU and writing for various television projects. He comes from a distinguished acting lineage as the son of legendary actor Lloyd Bochner. Currently at 69, he remains in good health and continues to be active as a director and voice actor in the industry. His career is a tribute to a performer who could master both the front and back of the camera, remembered for creating a character that audiences still love to talk about decades later. Devorah White, born in 1965 in Los Angeles, California, provided the much-needed comedic relief during the intense Nakatomi heist. In 1988, at 22, he played Argyle, the fast-talking limousine driver who remained oblivious to the chaos until his heroic punch out of the terrorist Theo. This role remains his most beloved, though he also appeared in the 1984 film A Soldier's Story and the sitcom Head of the Class. Beyond acting, White has worked in various production roles within the industry and has been a frequent guest at fan conventions. Currently at 60, he remains in good health and maintains a strong connection with the global Die Hard community. His journey from a young actor to a fan-favorite icon is a testament to how one memorable role can define a legendary career in action cinema. James Shigeta, born in 1929 in Honolulu, Hawaii, was a true trailblazer for Asian American actors in 20th century Hollywood. In 1988, at 59, he played Joseph Yoshinobu Takagi, the honorable president of Nakatomi Trading, whose dignified refusal to cooperate with terrorists led to a tragic end. Before Die Hard, Shigeta was a major star, winning a Golden Globe for Most Promising Newcomer in 1960 and starring in classics like Flower Drum Song. His presence on screen broke racial barriers, often playing romantic leads and powerful figures during an era of limited representation. Beyond acting, he was an accomplished singer with a successful musical career in Japan. Tragically, he passed away in 2014 at the age of 85 due to natural causes in his sleep. His career is a tribute to a pioneer who paved the way for future generations, a Han remembered as a monumental figure of dignity and grace on the silver screen. Robert Davi, born in 1951 in Astoria, New York, is one of Hollywood's most recognizable faces for tough guy and federal agent roles. In 1988, at 37, he played Special Agent Big Johnson, the arrogant FBI operative whose over-reliance on military tactics led to disaster. Davi is a classically trained singer and actor, famously appearing as the villain Franz Sanchez in the Bond film License to Kill and Jake Fratelli in The Goonies. In a remarkable artistic evolution, he has become a highly acclaimed jazz vocalist, with his album Davi Sings Sinatra hitting the top of the Billboard jazz charts. Beyond the screen, he is an outspoken political commentator and documentary filmmaker. Currently, at 74, he remains in excellent health and continues to perform live concerts worldwide. His legacy is celebrated as a rare fusion of cinematic grit and musical soul, honored for a lifetime of artistic excellence across multiple stages. Grand L. Bush, born in 1955 in Los Angeles, brought a distinct intensity to the screen during the 1980s action boom. In 1988, at 32, he played Special Agent Johnson, the younger FBI partner who shared a tragic fate in the Nakatomi helicopter explosion. Beyond Die Hard, Bush appeared in major blockbusters like Lethal Weapon and played Balrog in the 1994 film Street Fighter. In a remarkable transition, he walked away from Hollywood to become a medical consultant and an advocate for healthcare education. Currently at 70, he remains in good health and is deeply committed to his new professional path. His journey from action star to healthcare expert is a unique example of finding purpose beyond the cameras, honored for his contributions to both art and public service. Wilhelm von Homburg, born in 1940 in Berlin, Germany, was a powerful physical presence known for his intimidating roles. In 1988, at 47, he played James, one of Hans Gruber's primary henchmen. Before his acting career, von Homburg was a professional heavyweight boxer with a formidable reputation in the ring. He later achieved cult status as the menacing Vigo, the Carpathian, in the 1989 film Ghostbusters 2. Despite his rugged screen image, he was a complex figure whose life was marked by both athletic and cinematic achievements. Tragically, he passed away in 2004 at the age of 64 following a long battle with prostate cancer. His legacy is remembered as a rare blend of boxing grit and screen villainy, a performer who commanded the frame with undeniable power and a chillingly quiet intensity. Al Leong, born in 1952 in Missouri, is the ultimate cult hero of 80s and 90s action cinema. In 1988, at 35, he played Uli, the long-haired terrorist famous for his improvised moment of stealing a candy bar while waiting for the vault to open. A master martial artist and stuntman, Leong appeared in nearly every major action film of the era, including Lethal Weapon and Big Trouble in Little China. Beyond his fierce on-screen look, he is a cancer survivor who has inspired many with his resilience. Currently at 73, he remains in good health and is a beloved icon at fan conventions worldwide. From legendary stuntman to cult icon, his gritty screen presence remains a definitive mark of action history. Andreas Wisniewski, born in 1959 in Berlin, Germany, brought a cold European intensity to the role of the first terrorist to fall. In 1988, at 28, he played Tony, the younger brother of Karl, whose death at the hands of John McClane set the entire revenge plot in motion. Before Die Hard, he gained international attention as the assassin Necros in the Bond film The Living Daylights. His striking look and physical presence led to a successful career in major blockbusters, including the original Mission, Impossible, and Sherlock Holmes. Currently at 66, Wisniewski remains active in the industry and has also explored Zen meditation and life coaching. A versatile performer who conquered global franchises, balancing cinematic menace with a dedicated life of Zen teaching. Mary Ellen Trainor, born in 1952 in Chicago, Illinois, was a ubiquitous face in the biggest action movies of the 1980s. In 1988, at 35, she played Gail Wallens, the ambitious TV news anchor reporting on the Nakatomi crisis. Known for her versatility, Trainor appeared in legendary films like The Goonies, Lethal Weapon, and Ghostbusters 2. She was a key collaborator and wife of director Robert Zemeckis during his most creative years. Beyond acting, she was deeply involved in charitable work and community service. Tragically, she passed away in 2014 at the age of 62 due to complications from pancreatic cancer. A constant heart of 80s cinema, her professional legacy continues to inspire through decades of iconic performances. Dennis Hayden, born in 1952 in Kansas, became a staple of the action genre as the rugged and reliable operative. In 1988, at 36, he played Eddie, the terrorist tasked with guarding the Nakatomi front desk, who was later killed during the SWAT assault. Following Die Hard, Hayden built a long-standing career in numerous B-movie action thrillers and westerns, including another 48 Hours and Action Jackson. Known for his distinctive voice and tough exterior, he has remained a hard-working character actor for decades. Beyond the screen, he is an avid outdoorsman and an active participant in film history documentaries. Currently, at 74, he remains in good health and continues to take on supporting roles in independent cinema. A dedicated veteran of the screen, his career is a tribute to the enduring spirit of action cinema. Lorenzo Caccialanza, born in 1955 in Italy, took an unusual path to Hollywood stardom. In 1988, at 33, he played Marco, the terrorist who memorably falls through a table during a confrontation with John McClane. Before acting, Caccialanza was a professional soccer player in Italy, bringing his athletic agility and discipline to his stunt-heavy roles. This physical background allowed him to transition into a successful career as both an actor and a high-level soccer coach in the United States. He has appeared in numerous television series, including Alias and General Hospital, often playing charismatic European figures. Currently at 71, he remains in excellent health and is deeply involved in both the entertainment and sports communities. From the soccer field to the silver screen, his versatile journey remains an inspiring story of athletic and artistic success. Just like John McClane walking barefoot through Nakatomi Plaza, the journey of the Die Hard cast has been filled with challenges, courage, and unforgettable moments. Their legacy still lives on today. Which character stayed with you the most? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more Then and Now stories.